Alright, I'm going to look at this roof problem real quick. First thing I noticed after opening your plan file is that your plan does not match this rendering you've shown. This front gable clearly protrudes out from the porch roof here. And so I'm not sure if you want your house to look like this or you want something a little bit different. It's the insignificant, simple little details like this that make all the difference a lot of times. You know, you'll think this looks close, and the techniques to do one thing or another are going to be different. So the first thing I'm going to do is, let's see, I'll open your plan, and I'm going to turn off this this grid and the snap grid. Just cleans things up. Looks like you're doing manual roofs here. I can see that these two aren't joined, and they also look, one of them's got a crooked line here. So I would encourage you to always start with auto rebuild roofs. And let's take an overview. I'm going to go to technical illustration, and then I'm going to go over here to 3D and turn off patterns. And that just makes the roof clean and easy to see. And so it looks like everything is pretty straightforward here. It looks like you've got a return here, and you probably don't need this length. What you probably need is full. Sometimes you have to do that to the attic wall. Let's see if that'll do it. Nope. Well, we'll play around with that and see. And the other thing is you need to set this wall. Let's see if I can select that. We'll select that, make that a full gable. So except for that larger gable here, that's pretty close in your return across here. So you may be able to do this with auto roofs. I'm going to show you how to do it manually. Looks like you've got probably a gable roof line. I'm going to delete that. So I'm just going to hit Q on the keyboard. That's draw a roof plane. And I'm just going to draw a baseline out here and just draw this up. And then we'll take a look. That's way high. So I'm going to open this roof plane. I'm going to get the fascia top height. Just copy that. Go to this roof plane. Lock the pitch. Paste the fascia top height. Say OK. And that drops it down so it matches. And then again, I don't know where this is supposed to be, but I'm going to just drag it back here someplace. And then we're going to select this roof plane right there. I'm going to break it. Use the 3 key on the keyboard. Right in there someplace. Drag this up a little bit. And then 2 key. And connect those two, and then I'll join those front two. So there's the your picture shows a lot steeper pitch, but that's simple enough to change. So there's the just real basic version of this. So this roof plane here is going to need to change. So I'm going to hit the 3 on the keyboard, and we're going to put a brake right there. And I'm just going to drag this up a little bit. And drag this down. Just drag this stuff around, and then we'll select that roof edge. 2 on the keyboard to join it right there. And we'll go back over here to plan, go up to the attic, turn on reference display, and get your wall and draw a wall in here. And say OK. And then there's your wall. We need to open it, make it into an attic wall. And then you can see this roof plane right here is in the way. So I'm just going to select it, 3 on the keyboard to put a brake right there. And we'll just drag it back over here. You can see this red arrow. I think you can see that, or the red X. And this if you read about this and research this, this is really helpful in a lot of situations. But I'm just going to say cancel. It looks like this needs to come back over here a little bit. You can do this in plan view too. And so let's go back and look at a standard view. Now it looks like I was saying, it looks like your either your railing wall needs to go back, or this wall needs to come forward. So I'm going to 3 to brake right there, and then drag this back where it's square. Usually these auto returns don't work. We got 104 and 5/8. Well, that should work. Let me clean up this front edge. Auto roof return full. Say OK. And that looks like it generated. So you can see by pulling that front wall out a little bit that allowed this roof return to generate. Changing the pitch is pretty simple. I'm just going to select these 3 roof planes. I'm going to open them. This is going to mess everything up when I do it like this, but I'm going to change it to 12. If you did that one at a time, you could do it where it would work. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to undo this. So let's change this one. I'm going to lock the fascia top height, and then I'm going to change this to 12. I'm going to do the same thing here. Lock the fascia top height, make that 12. And the same thing here. And then you can join these 2 and then select that edge. You need to join this back to here, select that. That's obviously too high, but select that, 2 on the keyboard to join. Need to do this one too. Anyway, that's doing it with auto or manual roofs, starting with auto roofs. Generally, for simple roof setups like this, auto roofs is the way to go. Use it until it doesn't work, and then switch over to manual.